So how much does it cost to sell your home? Yes, there are costs involved when selling your home, and we're going to talk about what those are today. Hi, my name's Deanna Bradford, and I'm a realtor with Reese Nichols Realtors, Excelsior Springs, part of the Bill Hightower team. So the first one that we're going to talk about is one that you're already probably thinking of, the realtor's commission. When you list your home, the realtor that you choose to work with should have a conversation with you about commission. You have the right to negotiate that amount. It's usually percentage based, and that commission pays for not only your listing agent, but the buyer's agent as well. So make sure you understand fully when you list your property approximately what that will cost you. And then when your home is under contract, have your realtor go over those numbers again and make sure that everybody is on the same page. Another expense that has to be paid when you sell your home are the property taxes for that year. So most of the time, when selling your home, the new owner of that home is going to be responsible for those taxes at the end of the year. So you will be giving the buyer a credit for the taxes you owe for your part of the year that you owned the home. The title company will be able to figure that proration for you and give that buyer that credit. And then, like I said before, the taxes will be paid for the entire year by the buyer once they've closed at the end of the year when they come due. Now, there are some times when you've already paid your taxes, and in that case, then you will receive a credit from the buyer for the time that they will own the home for the rest of that year. So depending on the time of year or whether you've paid your full year's taxes or not will determine whether you pay the buyer a credit or whether you receive one from the buyer. Number 3 is closing costs. Yes, you as a seller still have some closing costs. There may not be as many as maybe a buyer who has a loan, but you still have some closing costs, and your realtor can help figure those for you. The title company does charge some fees to close your loan, and you will also be providing the buyer an owner's policy on the home to ensure a clear title going forward after the sale of the property. So that is the part of the closing costs that you are responsible for. Sometimes buyers will ask a seller to pay their closing costs. That can run several $1,000s. Now, of course, that's not something you're required to pay unless you agree to it. So just make sure you work with your realtor to discuss that term of the offer and see if that's something you're okay with doing. Another cost that you as a seller could pay is a home warranty. Now, again, this is an optional thing that you can provide for a buyer. You may offer it up front, or they may ask for it in an offer. It is another thing to consider as one of your costs to sell. A home warranty is simply a 1-year warranty that you provide the buyer that can cover things like their appliances and the furnace and AC and these things that could need maintenance or replacement within that first year of ownership. The home warranty plan that you pay for will cover the property for the first year, and then the buyer can choose to extend that warranty beyond that if they choose. They can run anywhere from, I'd say, $500 to $700 in my area, and it's a simple way to add peace of mind for a buyer. Number 5, another thing to consider that you could end up paying for as part of your cost to sell is a termite treatment. When you accept an offer from a buyer and your home goes under contract, the buyer will be able to have a home inspection and a termite inspection. You as the seller could choose to wait for this to happen and see what happens with the termites. But if they find that the house needs to be treated, often the seller is responsible to have the home treated for termites at that point. You could choose upon listing to go ahead and have the home inspected for termites and treat ahead of time if you so wanted to. This can vary from transaction to transaction, so just know it's another cost that you could be responsible for as the seller. These are the most common costs for sellers when selling a home. So I hope that information is helpful to you, and especially if you're thinking about selling your home. If you ever want more information pertaining to your own specific home, I would love to help. Reach out to me and I'd be happy to give you a home valuation to let you know what your home could be worth. And when I do that, I can factor in all of the seller's costs that you could have to pay for and see what kind of a profit you could possibly make when listing your home. So if that's something you're interested in, just leave me a comment below and I'd be happy to reach out to you. If this information was helpful, please like my video. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and click the bell notification so that you won't miss the next ones when they come out every Wednesday. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.